In the seemingly unglamorous world of Silicon Valley, where innovation often overshadows individual charm, one figure stands out with an enigmatic allure: Peter Thiel, a billionaire luminary. Thiel's journey unfolds like a captivating narrative. Co-founder of PayPal, the digital payment juggernaut, and an early investor in the social media titan Facebook, his footprint in the tech landscape is indelible. However, Thiel's mystique doesn't solely emanate from these triumphs, but rather from his distinct fish-out-of-water essence. Venturing beyond the conventional Silicon Valley narrative, Thiel's tale takes unexpected turns. In 2018, he diverged from the tech industry, citing a divergence in conservative perspectives. From the heart of innovation, he relocated to Los Angeles, recently acquiring a mansion in the sun-soaked environs of Miami Beach. Beyond his tech ventures, Thiel's portfolio is a kaleidoscope of endeavors, from co-founding Palantir, a data intelligence powerhouse collaborating with the US government, to steering 3 venture capital firms and launching a hedge fund. Thiel's story extends beyond boardrooms and balance sheets, a proud declaration of his identity at the Republican National Convention, combined with investments in anti-aging endeavors and libertarian projects. Envisioning floating cities in international waters paints a portrait of a man defying traditional categorization. His intellectual prowess is evidenced in sprawling essays that traverse the realms of politics, globalization, economics, and the very essence of humanity, often adorned with biblical epigraphs and a nod to his late mentor, anthropological theorist René Girard. Yet, Thiel's narrative is not confined to Silicon Valley success. It sprawls into intriguing side projects. From Prison, a now-shuttered avant-garde lounge in San Francisco, to American Thunder, a brief foray in conservative publication tailored for NASCAR enthusiasts, and even the covert backing of a lawsuit that led to the 2016 bankruptcy of Gawker Media. Thiel's story is a riveting saga of unconventional pursuits. Explore untold stories of iconic brands and personalities at the Bullish Society. Uncover forgotten archives, secrets, and narratives that shaped our world. Meet visionaries, voices of change, and immerse yourself in defining stories. Subscribe now and join our community of storytellers. Don't miss the tales behind every success and failure. Peter Thiel's journey unfolds like a story of twists and turns. Beginning in Frankfurt, Germany in 1967, his family's American odyssey commenced when he was just an infant, settling in Cleveland in 1968, before embarking on a unique chapter in what was then Southwest Africa. Thiel's father, a chemical engineer, led the charge in developing a uranium mine near Swakopmund. Returning to the United States during Thiel's childhood, the family found a home in Foster City, a middle-class suburb in the Bay Area. Despite claims of a fervent Republican upbringing, Thiel's early years were marked by his identification as an archetypal 1980s geek, a bright student, chess enthusiast, and science fiction lover who faced the challenges of peer bullying. The Stanford chapter of Thiel's life began in 1985, where he delved into speed chess, encountered by philosophies of Ayn Rand, and found intellectual kinship with René Girard, a Stanford professor. Girard's concept of mimetic desire, the idea that individuals imitate the desires of others, captured Thiel's imagination. This surrender of agency, as Girard proposed, could breed envy, rivalry, and resentment, themes Thiel later wove into his own theories on politics, tech investing, and culture. Thiel's emergence as a conservative force took shape in 1987 when he co-founded the Stanford Review, a campus monthly known for its unabashedly conservative stance. As other students rallied for South African divestment and protested the Reagan Library's housing plans, the Review stood firm in its conservative convictions. It tackled topics from professors accused of closet Marxism to controversial opinions on non-white authors in a Western culture course. Even in the face of the AIDS crisis, the publication ran treaties against what it deemed unnatural forms of sex and homophobia. Post-law school, Thiel embarked on a diverse career journey. After a brief stint as a corporate law associate, he made a pivot into derivatives trading and co-authored a book on campus politics titled The Diversity Myth. Thiel then founded a hedge fund, Thiel Capital, and in 1998 crossed paths with Max Levchin, a young cryptographer. Investing in Levchin's startup, Confinity, proved transformative, with Thiel eventually becoming the CEO. Confinity's brainchild, PayPal, marked a revolutionary stride for Thiel, envisioning a digital wallet that could erode the traditional nation-state boundaries. This narrative comes full circle as Confinity hired former Stanford Review editors, solidifying the intertwining threads of Thiel's eclectic journey, from Frankfurt to Foster City, from law to finance, and from conservative publications to tech revolutions. Peter Thiel's story is a tapestry woven with unconventional choices and diverse experiences. In the Silicon Valley saga of digital payments and burgeoning startups, a pivotal chapter unfolds with the convergence of PayPal and X.com, Elon Musk's brainchild. PayPal, led by Peter Thiel and co-founder Max Levchin, embarked on a growth strategy that Shafkin describes as ethically questionable but effective, akin to what we now term growth hacking. In the early 2000s, PayPal and X.com were neck and neck in market share, both bleeding money. The ensuing merger under the X name, with Thiel as executive vice president and Musk as CEO, brought about a tumultuous period. Post the 2000 market crash, Thiel's alleged disappearance from the scene and the subsequent coup staged by senior PayPal employees during Musk's honeymoon led to Thiel's installment as CEO. As PayPal and X prepared to go public, Shafkin recounts a high-stakes ultimatum vehemently denied by Thiel: more equity or resignation threat. The board, faced with a critical decision, granted Thiel the equity he sought. The climax came in 2002 when Thiel orchestrated the sale of PayPal to eBay for a whopping $1.5 billion, promptly resigning upon completion. The Silicon Valley lore surrounding PayPal didn't just stop at financial maneuvers. Shafkin paints a vivid picture of a culture where bending the rules, sidestepping the law, and even ousting business partners became part of the entrepreneurial playbook. This ethos birthed the term PayPal Mafia to describe the early executives and employees immortalized in a 2000 Fortune photograph resembling a Silicon Valley Corleone family. For Thiel, this era marked a pivotal shift. Initially recognized for his PayPal endeavors and public writing critiquing multiculturalism and affirmative action, his focus diversified post 9/11. The threat of Islamic terrorism fueled skepticism towards immigration and globalization. While managing Clarion Capital, Thiel bankrolled Palantir, a project inspired by J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Palantir aimed to analyze government data using software purportedly developed at PayPal to combat criminal networks and fraud. The venture, initially met with skepticism, has since grown into a behemoth valued at over $50 billion after going public in the past year. In 2004, Peter Thiel strategically invested in Facebook, securing a 10% stake and shaping Silicon Valley history. Concurrently, he organized the Politics and the Apocalypse Symposium at Stanford, laying the groundwork for his essay, The Straussian Moment. This text explores the post-9/11 world's impact on political and military paradigms, questioning the foundations of modern politics and the failures of liberal democracy. Thiel's diverse interests, from anti-aging nonprofits to seasteading, added complexity to his enigmatic persona, fueling public discourse amid Gawker's scrutiny. Integral to Thiel's worldview is his faith. Often overlooked in discussions, Christianity serves as the prism through which he views the world, infusing his ideas with a distinctive perspective. Thiel's willingness to engage in discussions spanning Girard, Nietzsche, Plato, and Jesus' resurrection demonstrates a depth rarely associated with tech executives. It is an intellectual pursuit that leads readers down unfamiliar paths, sometimes veering into neo-reactionary thought. In the internet age, Thiel's style of intellectual life mirrors the rabbit holes, endless threads, and broken links characteristic of online exploration. His references and inspirations align him with other 21st century intellectual influencers, each crafting their own unique intellectual identity. This This approach finds resonance in the emerging newsletter economy, where readers seek opinionated interpreters as personal guides through the labyrinth of ideas. Yet, Thiel's mystique may also be a calculated opacity, reminiscent of Strauss's proposal that intellectuals convey crucial truths through intentionally obscure prose. Thiel's interviews exhibit Straussian traits: opaque, enigmatic, and at times oracular. Conversational redirection and indeterminate arguments leave room for interpretation. Religious allusions lend a mystic quality to his ideas, creating an aura of hidden truths waiting to be unveiled. Online, the search for meaning intensifies, with sleuths decoding Thiel's ideas and motivations. His fans revel in the anticipation of revelation, decoding clues and hypothesizing about his cryptic statements. The allure of decoding Thiel's labyrinthine intellect becomes part of his appeal, offering a constant sense of discovery. Yet, beneath it all, the simple truth remains: when money talks, people listen.
Thanks for joining us on this captivating journey through the stories that shape our world. Your support keeps the Bullish Society thriving. Subscribe and ring the notification bell to never miss a captivating story. More incredible stories and interviews are coming your way. Stay tuned for what's next on the Bullish Society.